Digital Niger, money show for Nigeria online.
All right, today we're jumping into a really powerful, and I mean really powerful, modern strategy for controlling what people see when they look you up online. It's a technique called Parasite SEO, and honestly, it might just be the secret weapon you need in the battle for your own brand. So let's just start with this. When was the last time you actually Googled your own name? And more importantly, were you happy with what you saw? Did you show up first, or was it someone else? You know, in today's world, this isn't just about ego. It's about controlling your professional identity, your digital first impression. And trust me, this is not just some theoretical problem. Take a guy named Craig Campbell. He's a world-class SEO expert. But for years, if you searched his name, Google would show you a famous American country singer first. I mean, can you imagine that? Being a leader in the search industry, but losing the search battle for your own name? It's a classic David versus Goliath story for the digital age. And he is definitely not alone. The frustration here is, well, it's intense and it's personal. Here's another SEO pro, Chris Palmer. He's in a similar fight with a much more notorious figure who happens to share his name. And his words here, they just capture that raw determination. You can feel it. This isn't about keywords, it's about identity. And Craig Campbell, yeah, he echoes that exact same fire. So you have to ask yourself, if these top experts are facing this kind of brutal emotional fight just to rank for their own names, what chance does anybody else have? Well, it turns out the playbook for how to win this fight has totally changed. So, how in the world do you fight back when the battle is this personal and this lopsided? The answer is a strategy called Parasite SEO. Now, I know the name sounds a little aggressive, but it's an incredibly smart way to completely level the playing field. Okay, so what is it exactly? Well, Parasite SEO is when you publish your content on these massive high authority websites. Think about all the big social media platforms. Those sites, they're the hosts. And your content, your profile, your articles, they become the parasite that essentially borrows the host's incredible power and trust with Google to rank super fast for your name. So yeah, don't let the name fool you. This isn't about being a pest at all. It's about being smart. It's about borrowing strength from the giants. You're basically just hitching a ride on platforms that Google already loves and trusts, and you're using their momentum to amplify your own signal. All right, so you're probably thinking, okay, I get the theory, but how do I actually do this? Well, the core strategy is actually pretty simple. It boils down to a really straightforward two-step battle plan. First, you go out there and you claim your territory. You plant your flag on every major platform that matters. Then, second, you fortify that position using content that consistently, and I mean consistently, tells the world and all the algorithms exactly who you are. Let's break that down a bit more. So step one is all about grabbing your digital real estate. This means you need to go create and fully fill out your profiles on all the heavy hitters: LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Threads, X, the old Twitter, and even places like Quora. Think of these as the foundational pillars of your online brand fortress. Okay, now here's where it gets really interesting and honestly a little counterintuitive if you're an old school SEO person. Step two is all about fortification, and you do it with, get this, duplicate content. Yeah, you heard me right. The goal here is not to write a unique, beautiful essay for each platform. The goal is corroboration. It's about consistency. By repeating the exact same core message about who you are and what you do across all these trusted sites, you're literally feeding and training the AI and the large language models to understand your identity with absolute clarity. No confusion. So you might be wondering, okay, why is this so important right now? What's changed? The answer is simple. The entire digital battlefield, the entire world of search, has been turned completely upside down in just the last year or so. Think about this number for a second. 6 weeks. That is how long it recently took a brand new website, a site run by a top SEO expert, by the way, to get its pages indexed by Google. 6 full weeks of just waiting for Google to even notice that your content exists. It's crazy. Now, let's compare that to social media. Well, that new website is just sitting there, gathering dust for weeks or even months. A post on a major social platform can get indexed by Google in just a few minutes, or maybe a few hours. It's not even a fair fight. You can see exactly where Google's attention is right now. So what this all means is that the rules of engagement have completely shifted under our feet. Google, for whatever reason, is slow to trust and index new websites, but it deeply, deeply trusts these established social platforms. And here's the kicker. The new AI that's powering search is constantly scanning these trusted sources, and it's absolutely starving for consistent, corroborating data to build its picture of the world and who you are. And this brings us to the final goal, the ultimate victory here. This isn't just some clever little SEO trick. No, this is about fundamentally taking back control of your personal and professional brand in this brand new digital landscape. So here's the bottom line. In the battle for your name, waiting around and hoping for the best is no longer a strategy. The best defense, truly, is a powerful offense. You have to proactively go out there and own your digital real estate. Fortify it and define yourself before a namesake, a competitor, or just random internet noise defines you first. And all of this leads to one final, pretty provocative question. As AI continues to piece together its understanding of the world based on all these trusted sources, is controlling your brand narrative, your story, now the only kind of SEO that really, truly matters? Something to think about.
selldigital.ng. Everything for Niger digital creator. Host, sell, collect your money. selldigital.ng.